now.
Yes. I'm gonna I'm gonna designate you as Tizius this time since we're gonna
Okay.
be seeing a lot more of Tizius and Salsa. Would you like to narrate this one?
I would be happy to narrate this one.
Baby cat time.
You going to take all of the assorted random voices, or do we have anyone with enough speaking lines? I think Tagora's got a lot of lines. Actually, Tagora seems to be the majority, so I guess that's going to be you. Yeah, it's like Tagora, Tizis, and Stelsa are the speaking parts, with Stelsa and Tagora, I think, being almost trading off.
Yeah, it looks like we
No,
get.
no, that's. I mean, it's more Tagora than Stelsa.
Okay, yeah, I'll do Shigora and Stelsa then. I need to figure out what sort of. I need to figure out what sort of voice to give this shitty little man.
Oh no.
Can you go full screen? Can you? Oh, that's F10. There we go. Okay.
I think that Tagora talks like this all the time.
Hi, I'm Tagora, and I'm here to sell you on giving me money. Me, Tagora. I deserve money.
That's a good one.
It's pretty good. Hey,
You got
Tagora
it.
here.
Ooh, better. That's even better.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the
Like
fucking 30s
hyped up,
announcer voice then.
hyped up salesman. Oh shit, that's my line to start this out, isn't it?
Um, yeah, let me just double check.
Yeah.
Uh, one of the tags is temporary character death, but I don't think that's gonna happen in chapter 2. So
Okay.
I think we're this fic is not rated. No content warnings. We've got this is the Progeny in which the Progeny chapter 2, last chapter, we saw Tizius and Stelsa be tasked with raising the second coming of the Signless, or the Sufferer, Kargat, on a Teal and Juggalo ship. So, we're gonna see how that goes.
All right, let me know when you're ready, because I got the first line.
Okay.
Stells, get my burner husk. I can't remember how to do the thing with the fingers.
Wait, do we decide which one of us is narrating?
Oh, I'm narrating. That's right. I'm
Okay.
smart. Her name is Tizius Endrick, and you are currently holding a very loud grub. Loud, illegal grub. And no amount of bouncing and rocking and spoon feeding is doing anything to shut him up.
Got it. What's your password again, sweetie?
Our favorite thing to do in the bedroom. Stelsa gives you that look and types in the two numbers sitting between her and the rest of the rebellion. She scrolls through the conversation the two of you had with Dariah last wipe to find what you're looking for. Okay, that's your line.
Take 2 fingers and place them at the nape of his neck.
She shouts at you from across the block. You love Stelsa, but the two of you are trying to avoid a noise complaint right now, not add to your chances of one.
Press into his soft spot there and gently rub in circles.
You do as your mate Sprit tells you, and then the grub slowly collapses into a pile of sleeping mush. You barely have time to catch a breath of relief when a voice in your doorway makes you lose it all over again.
I didn't know. Oh, right. Oh, this is the boy. This is the man. I didn't know grubs had an off button.
A familiar, silky, smooth sleaze
Oh,
greets you from the now open door. A sleaze you know can only belong to one Tagora Gorjek, the troll who you had the misfortune of being assigned your next door neighbor. Stelsa snatches the sleeping grub out of your hands and whisks him into the padded box that has been serving as his bed for the past few days. You saw nothing. You've given Tagora this look many times before. Each time he took a peek into your tome at the library, or when you would catch him reading your secure text over your shoulder. But you can't be sure that your glaring daggers at him will prevent him from turning you in this time. How the fuck did you get in here anyway?
I think I need to rethink my voice. I think I
I
can't.
do. You gotta workshop it.
Hmm. Stelsa gave me the spare key. No, I'm doing the same fucking nasally
I
shit
kind
every
of
single
like.
time.
I kind of love it.
But they'll all have such like nasally voices. Um,
Maybe
wow,
just
Bucky,
drop
it's
them.
almost like you have a nasally voice. Uh, hmm. Well, the now see here, like that's still. I still want a bit of. I mean, no, it's more in like the throat. Like, Stelsa gave me the spare key when we first moved in.
Yeah, I like that.
There we go. Okay.
He swings a keyring nonchalantly in one hand, while Stelsa laughs sheepishly, scuttling off to the respite block in the back, grub box in hand.
I thought I heard something off in your Friday morning ruckus. Sounded more like the brooding caverns than your usual violent coitus.
Listen, Gorjak, I can explain, you begin, but Tagora cuts you off and sets himself down on your lounge plank.
Sorry, I'm having a tin kelp. Yeah, I'm thinking vaguely of Varric from Legend of Korra, which is I also like vaguely Vicare. But Vicari's a rust blood. He's not very like yeah, capitalism. Like he's I don't know. My voice broke there. I didn't intend for that.
It's like
Okay.
me doing throats earlier.
No need. I'm sure this is important to your little rebellion. I mean, why else would you keep one of those things around?
Or wipes his hand on his vest in disgust, as if he was the one holding the infant moments ago. You tense up at the mention of your revolutionary activities.
I'm not stupid. I've seen when you've snuck into your presentations over the years. I have kept quiet up until now. There'd be no point in turning you into the regime at this point.
You almost breathe a sigh of relief, but you remember who it is you're talking to. Tagora may be trustworthy with a secret, but there is no way he'd keep one without getting something for himself out of it.
However,
Starts. There it is.
I'm going to need a little something in return for all this generosity.
Fuck off, Gorjak. I'm not paying you to keep quiet.
Oh, I wouldn't do that to you, Tizzy.
Tagora's saccharine tone fills the room as he begins to fiddle with the shade on your utilitarian lamp sitting next to the lounge plank.
God knows you're gonna need the extra cash now that you have a third mouth to feed, and according to your choice and decor, you clearly don't make enough between the two of you as it is. I was thinking more along the lines of you taking some of my extra paperwork. They give us so much around here, I barely have time to do my full skincare routine each morning.
Fine, you can concede. As long as it'll make you shut up. How much are you? You're cut off by a bump in the back, and Stelsa comes rushing out with the progeny in her arms, just as fussy as before.
Zizi, he woke up. Should I do the finger thing again?
Stand up and take the infant from your mate, Sprit, her energetic bouncing not doing anything to calm him down. No, Darius said if we do it more than once a day, it could fuck up his brain. You carry him over to the plank, not sure what to do now. You know you're doing the right thing caring for this grub. You know he is foretold to be the one to save the troll race from its own self-destruction, but you can't help but think you're already fucking this up beyond all recognition. While you lose yourself in your thoughts, you don't notice the grub has calmed down and managed to wriggle out of your arms, now plodding across to the other side of the lounge plank. You snap out of your stupor at the sound of a shrill cry next to you.
Oh, what the? Wait, yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, wait. Need to get a handle of that voice again. What the fuck is it doing? Get it off of me!
While you weren't paying attention, the progeny had wrestled out of your arms and made his way over to Tagora, where he is now, suckling on one of Tagora's oversized gemstone rings, still attached to his hand.
Do you have any idea how many Kaigars that ruby cost?
Delsa is cackling in the corner as Tagora desperately tries to pry the now defiled ring from his finger.
I will be back with your bill later. Good luck with my paperwork, Tizius.
He storms out of the block, the slam of the door reverberating down the hallways of the Imperial Central Office ship. Tagora never was particularly loyal to the Empire. That was more Tagiri's thing. All the prostrating before the Empress and pledging undying dedication to the Alternian government just bored him. If Tagora is loyal to anything, it is his lavish lifestyle, which is why you are a little bit worried. You're sitting at the counter between the kitchen and the lounge block with an enormous stack of paper in front of you, while Tagora sits on your lounge plank, staring and filing his nails with a smug expression. He might be neutral in his opinion of the Empire, but you know that if this grub becomes more of a nuisance than an asset, he won't hesitate to turn you in. The ring was just strike one. You're used to this, though. You're no stranger to doing others' work for group projects to make sure you keep your grades up. It's just that this time the grade is you and Stulce's safety, and the survival of the descendant of your most revered revolutionary leader. You sigh and flip to the next page of the contract you're being forced to proofread. Stelsa bursts through the door, arms full of takeout bags.
I didn't know what the... Wait, no, it's Salsa. Fuck. I didn't know what the little guy would like to eat, so I just got some of everything.
Stelsa sets the bags down and starts filling her workspace with plastic containers. Gora quirks an eyebrow at her.
Little guy.
He asks, still filing his thumb to a sharp point.
Of course! I can't keep calling him the Progeny. It's way too formal for a little guy like him.
Stelsa barely looks up from her bags.
By the way, what are you doing here, Gorgor? I thought you were just dropping off the paperwork for Zizi and leaving. I need to make sure she does a good job. Can't let her get away with getting grub spittle on my hard work, can we?
You throw up your arms in the air, exasperated. For the last time, Sorgor, the grub is in his box. He's not going anywhere near your shit. You go back to the contract, crossing out a grossly incorrect reference to a law that was reversed sweeps ago. Anyway, Stells, you're totally right. We gotta give him a name.
What would the name of this young grub be?
Elsa stares into space, finger pressed to her chin.
Now that I think about it, how did any of us get our names?
You think back to the time Darius snuck you into a Jade Blood naming ceremony a few Perigys ago. You had always been told that your Lucis named you, but that's only a partial truth. Once a grub is chosen by a Lucis, the Jades analyze the Lucis's sounds and assign a name based off of that. So oftentimes, a grub with a sheep or a goat Lucis will have long vowels in their name, or if they get a lizard for a Lucis, they might be named something with a lot of S sounds. This all goes out the window if the grub is from a caste with very strong naming traditions, such as yourself. And far back as your research goes, Teal Bloods have always had names featuring at least one T, and no one can explain why. This isn't particularly helpful for your grub, though. With no Lucis to make weird noises, and only one other mutant blood in history, you're not sure where to begin.
Well, what was his ancestor's name? He's clearly some important guy's descendant.
Tagora looks at you, surprisingly interested in the topic at hand. You still aren't sure if he should know all about this. He could still turn you in at the drop of a hat. The Sufferer? You think for a moment. Well, if the texts I found are right, he went by Cankry Merriam, taking his troll Lucis as surname since he didn't have a normal Lucis.
Then just give him a name with a bunch of K's and toss your last names at him. Call him, I don't know, KK Sazyat.
Tagora seems to be trying to speed this whole naming process along. He isn't here for the company, after all. Stelsa, conversely, is bouncing on the soles of her feet.
That is so cute!
She crows.
I've never seen that whole smooshing the last names together thing before, but I love it. I don't know about KK as a name, though.
Same, you agree. Feels more like a nickname than anything else. Like the kind of bullshit name someone who calls himself Gorgor would suggest.
Oh, just perish.
Gora hisses. You roll your eyes and get back to this pile of paperwork, while Stelsa takes out her own pad of paper and starts jotting down some ideas. By the time you've made it through the pile, Tagore is snoring on the lounge plank, and Stelsa has filled 3 whole pages with crossed out name ideas.
I've got it!
She breaks the silence with a characteristic squeal.
What about Carcat? It's cute. It's got K's like the other one's name, and sounds kind of sharp and feisty, just like him.
You look up from the table. Carcat Entic says that. I like it.
Great. Wait, that... No, that is sorry.
Mm,
Great!
yeah.
Well, now that we've got that done, I better put this food away before it goes...
You both freeze and look at each other, horrified, before Stelsa bolts to the back room. In a panic. Tagore looks up at you, bleary-eyed with a shit-eating grin.
If you forget to feed little Carcat, as often as you forget to feed yourself, he's gonna die before he pupates.
Grab the stack of papers and plop them haphazardly in Tagore's lap. Here's your busy work, Gorjak. Now get the fuck out of my hive.
I'll give him 2 weeks. He lives any longer than that, and I'll drop your charges.
The little weasel is still smirking as you push him out the door. You double bolt it and pray he left his key. You do not need any more of him tonight.
Get that in fucking writing, Tizius.
Seriously. Stelsa comes out carrying the progeny. Carcat, you correct yourself. His name is Carcat. You like that. She sets him down on the counter and opens up the takeout containers, trying to see which one he gravitates toward. When he refuses to move and just ends up sitting down and gnawing at his left front leg, Stelsa resorts to picking up pinches of grub loaf with her claws and tries to get them past his weird, rounded-off teeth. You guess this is your life now. Just you, Stelsa, and Carcat, all hiding from the government in this bizarre, weirdly domestic and out in the open way. Out of all the ways to be a fugitive, you don't think you would have chosen any other way.
Aw.
Neat.
Oh, there's
I
a
like
sketch
that
of
one.
the ship.
Ooh. What's that look like?
She wants to know where they get all the takeout. Chrissy wants to know where they get all the takeout from. That's very good. There's a mall in the center of the ship. That's pretty fucking good. I like spaceship design.
That is
Space
cool.
Alcatraz is on this side.
Space Alcatraz.
Clown Church. The Helms Block. Oh, the
Yeah, they
Helms
have
Block
Clown
extends
Church.
down here. Offices. Lounge for all employees. And here's Tizius and Stelsa. Oh, and Tagore is their neighbor. Okay.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah. Nice.
That's cool.
Uh,
Offices. I like that.
I like that fic a lot.
That was good. Thanks, Anna.
Yeah, good job. Fic is good. I already gave it a kudos, but I would
Yeah.
give it another if I could.